What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's going to be an exciting video. I'm going to be showing a new product from Dior. This is launched in Europe only as of this moment. It's going to be launching soon in the United States. I wasn't very inspired by some of the other launches. This is the first launch. I was like, wait a second. I've been looking for a product like this. And of course, I'm talking about the new Dior Forever Glow Maximizers. Now, I'm going to be linking some Instagram accounts right here. These are the Instagram accounts that I follow if I want to know something about the new beauty launches. I'm gonna probably be using the photos from Trend Mood, but these are the Instagram accounts that I follow if I want to be up to date with all of the new. If we're looking at the photos from Trend Mood, Dior also launched some other products. I see that they also launched sort of like a Charlotte Tilbury dupe, like all face glow highlighter. Yeah, also in a ton of shades, but I was mostly interested in this one. This is the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer highlighter, but you can also use this, according to the description, as a illuminator, a blush, a bronzer, or a veil of light on the eyelids. So I wanted to use this for my cheeks, my eyes, just basically all over where I usually bronze. And I wanted to pick up something like this. I was eyeing the Rare Beauty highlighters, the liquid ones, because I saw people on TikTok reviewing those as a all-in-one encompassing type of highlighter bronzer type of idea. So I was actually looking for a product just like this, but Dior launched these and I can't help but be excited and inspired. So I picked one up out of the 6 shades, and this is the deepest shade. This is called Bronze. And what I want this one to do is I want it to be sort of like a bronzer, highlighter, and blush all in one. I have already done the swatches and the demo, so let's just get into it. I bought this one from Sephora France. I bought it for 45 euros. I don't know if that's the actual price when it comes out in the Netherlands. Sometimes these European countries can have varied prices, but I paid 45 euros for it. Unfortunately, I currently don't know the price in dollars. Usually I have the prices down below right here, but I can't give you the prices in dollars because I just don't know. Like I said, this comes in 6 shades. This is the deepest shade, but they also had kind of a warmer tone shade, a few pinks, and a very pearly white shade. So there's one for each and every single one of us, depending on the type of look we're going for. I like bronzy looks, so for me it makes sense to go for a bronzy look, but of course if you're deeper in complexion, you could probably use this as a highlighter. This has 11 milliliters in here, or 0.37 fluid ounces. It has a multi-use function. It says 24-hour hydration. It's made in France, and it has a 12-month shelf life. Packaging is pretty solid. It feels like luxury. It's glass with a like metallic top, and if you take it out, you see a pretty large doe foot. This is larger than your regular doe foot for the lips. This is definitely more of a blush doe foot, and it's pretty easy to apply. I also like the fact that on the cap it has the Dior symbol engraved in it, and at the bottom you have your like just general details. Going into the swatch, you definitely see that the swatch is a beautiful brown. It has this beautiful chocolate finish, and you can blend it out and you kind of see a wash of color, but there's still a lot of pigment there. There's 2 ways of probably applying this. You can probably apply it from the back of your hand, go in with a brush, and then apply it on the face, or you can take the doe foot directly to the face and then blend it out. I decided to do it the second way, so the latter way. So I wanted to use the doe foot and just place it where I wanted, on the eyes, on the cheeks, on the forehead, even on the nose, and then blend it out. Now, in terms of a color, I actually think that I did really well for what I was looking for. I was looking for sort of like a blush and bronzer highlighter trio, and this is doing a pretty good job in blending out, mimicking what I wanted to do. I wanted to give me dimension, but in a quick way, and the end finish is very beautiful. I think it gives more of a bronzer effect, which is not weird because it is a brown toned color, and I'm using it both on the eyes and on the cheeks, and you can actually see that even though the eyes and cheeks are defined, it's not too pigmented that it looks odd on me. I think it gives a little bit of definition, and it blended in with my skin pretty well. So from the side, I feel like it looks very natural. If you come in closer, from what I can tell, there is no glitter pigment of any kind, but there is a bit of a sheen right here. I wouldn't consider this like a pigmented highlighter in that sense. Like, I don't think that this is like the biggest highlight. Quite soft in highlight. You can build it up. And even the pigment, you can build it up as well. But it's not a crazy pigmented bronzer either. It's definitely a hybrid, and it was quite easy to use. The final effect is definitely what I've been looking for. I'm quite happy with how it performs. I do have one thing to say about this. Off the cuff, just as a first impression, this one has a pretty decent dry down. You can see here, if I try to rub it out, what I have left on my hand, it's quite stuck in there, and the dry down is pretty fast. So you can actually tell from my application from this side that because I was just taking a little bit too long, you saw the dots that I placed from the doe foot. You still saw them on the cheek, and they were a bit harder to blend out. Personally, I had more success putting a little bit on the back of my hand and then going in with a fluffy brush. If you are someone that likes to just go in with doe foot to the face, then I would consider getting a very densely packed brush. I actually really like the Biki Beauty 109 brush, for example. That one is perfect for creams. It's quite densely packed, and you can definitely kind of push it in a little bit more. You will have a little bit more control. That way, if you have harsh lines, you can blend it out much easier than going in with, for example, this fluffy brush, which is the REPHR 24, which is the one that I use today. All of my other brushes, by the way, are being washed. I was going for brushes that I don't use that often, but I just realized that with a fluffy brush like this, it takes a little bit more elbow grease to blend out some of the drier parts. In the end, it wasn't really an issue. I don't see the doe foot application right now. I was able to blend it, and this is the final result in natural lighting only, no filter. This is what my skin looks like. The only thing that I'm wearing on the face underneath it is my Summer Friday Skin Tint in shade 3 and my Charlotte Tilbury concealer, my beautiful skin concealer, and that's the only thing that I was wearing underneath with a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury powder. So let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think that this is worth it? 45 euros is a lot, but I think for a luxury price point, I actually think it seems okay, especially for the glass packaging. 11 milliliters is not that much. I think typically these come in about 15 mLs, but with that said, it does give a very natural kind of Dior-esque effect. I'm not really going for pigment. I'm definitely going for more of that soft beauty kind of look, and it is giving me that effect. It also pairs really well with one of my favorite Addict lipsticks by Dior in the shade 717 Patchwork. So the two really marry well, and I cannot wait to see how this all wears in the summertime when I'm probably gonna pull for a bronzy toned item like this much more. So personally, although it's not a perfect product, you do need to work a bit faster than maybe you're used to, but personally I actually think that this is a beautiful product, and it was a product that I was looking for. So I'm pretty excited with what you guys think about this launch. Are you guys gonna pick one up? And of course, please subscribe to my channel if you do want to see if this launches in the US, because I'll put it in my community tab ASAP, or on my Instagram if you do follow me on my Instagram. If you are a Dior lover and this is your first video, I think I have a Dior playlist where I just showcase everything that I have in my collection from Dior. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're a Dior lover. I am trying to be a little bit more mindful with my spendings this year, so I'm not going to buy every single launch by Dior because Dior has launched so much already this year, but I actually am very excited about this launch. And if this was helpful, please make sure to press a like. Also, if you have any questions and I didn't answer something, please make sure to use the comment section down below. I'm a small channel. I can still reply back to every single one of you. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!